Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, showing off what I believe to be the most successful rogue decks this KC Cup has seen, and boy oh boy was I sleeping on Triamids. It would have been exciting to have tried Triamids and run them all the way through from the beginning, because they just had a really sick win ratio. Super great. I was actually blown away with how well this deck did. We are caving and using balance. It's not the most exciting way to do it, but it is the most efficient. So they just walk through it, guys. We're using 8 monsters, obviously, still just 1 Triamid Sphinx, because he is searchable. We will always have a field spell. We're using 3 Cruiser, 2 Kingdom, 1 Fortress, so it's important that you recycle it efficiently instead of banishing it with your Triamid Pulse. But you play the duel how you need to play the duel. So that just leaves trap slots. We are obviously using Triamid Pulse. I would say Treacherous is also a staple. We're using Fiendish Chain because it doesn't hop into your graveyard immediately, making our Treacherous freed up. And we're using Needle Sealing because if you use the Needle Sealing, you probably don't really care about using another Treacherous, and you probably destroyed a whole bunch of monsters. So it works out well in combination with that Treacherous too. Just absolutely devastating traps when you look at it. Versus monsters, I mean, I wasn't seeing it at first, but Triamid Sphinx makes such a huge difference for this archetype. The fact that he's searchable, and you can search him while your monster is even being attacked, who's about to be destroyed, to just bring him out, it's absolutely crazy, absolutely devastating to your opponent. So this rogue deck was clearly seeing success. The ratios, we're going 3 Hunter, because Hunter lets you normal summon one of your other boys. And like I said, they're all searchable, so when you really need something specific like Dancer, you can just search her, or Master to hit some back row. You can just search him. The one you want to really draw into is Hunter, because Hunter will let you summon others. Now, all our little boys are able to switch the field up. That's how you're getting your searches off. That's how you're getting your special summons off. But that's all pretty basic Triamid plays. What really plays are the traps in the meta. So, like I said, guys, I was blown away with how successful this deck was. If you're a Triamid fan, get you 1 copy of Sphinx, because it makes all the difference, guys. It's blown away. I don't think I can really remember the time where literally one copy of support makes such a huge difference for an archetype. But this is the boss monster they needed, guys, so definitely try it out if you're a fan. Even if you're not a fan, I was sleeping on Triamids for a really long time because I only had 2 masters for a really long time. But I'm here now, and boy am I really impressed. I was really impressed with how this deck did in the KC Cup. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here's a Jack Atlas. We're going first. It's using even a Jack Atlas sleeve and mat, it looks like. Pretty much Red Dragon Arching, I guess. Here we're starting with 2 Master and Treacherous with our Fortress already, so we don't even have to try too hard. Treacherous is already live as soon as he brings the monster out. He is triple D's, guys. We're messing with the triple D's and the double D's. Starting with Contract of the Gate. Brings out triple D Flame King Genghis. Brings that Night Howl out. That's a Pendragon. Pendragon tries to hit our Treacherous, but we're gonna show that boy a ton of damage. We hit the Pendragon, we hit the Genghis, he's left with the little tiny monster. But he has follow-ups. He has his Swamp King. That's going to bring out a Dark. Chooses not to do the Synchro. Interesting move. We're going to bring out our King Golem. Or sorry, no, we bring out our Cruiser. He taps us for 1300 damage. It's not a big deal. Top deck of Sphinx. That's what I'm talking about. Cruiser gives us a search and a discard. We discard the King Golem, because we're ready to go. I don't even care about the King Golem if we have the Sphinx in hand. We don't need to do no searching. He's going to gain life points thanks to Dark. No big deal, because we're going to come at him with a ton of damage here. No problem. Searches his other Night Howl. So that, how many Night Howls are people running? Uses Genghis, then uses the Genghis for a fusion of a Beowulf. Kind of a roundabout way to do that. And to leave your Night Howl in attack. That's very bold of this boy. We switch to a King Golem. Cruiser gives us a Search and Dancer. Dark's gonna only do 500 to our Master, but guess what that brings? He didn't even know we had the Sphinx. Because we top decked it, he scoops immediately at our 4500 monster, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Rex Raptor, most likely using Titan Showdown and Star Blast to some degree. No extra deck for the boy though, which is weird. We also don't have an extra deck, so this is just a pretty weird duel. He's showing us that Titan Showdown. Pretty good hand for us. Whenever you have a Treacherous, we go with that King Golem and Master first. So the point is you chain your Master to your Treacherous to bring out the Fortress. So you do the Treacherous first. It's very important to get the timing right. Treacherous first, then you chain the Master. That way your Fortress comes out first. Your monster's not destroyed. We used it immediately because we were fighting a Medusa or fighting an Evil Eye. That means she can equip that monster and it would be untargetable. We wouldn't be able to Tretch, so we had to do it real quick. He uses a Pareidolia, which gives him a nice little search. In our end phase, we bring our King Golem right back out with our special summon Triamid Dancer. So Triamid Pulse set. Triamid Dancer returns our one copy of Fortress back to the deck so we can survive destruction. But we don't even need it with King Golem. He obviously had some battle traps or something. And King Golem says no to all of that. You cannot activate stuff when you attack. Your opponent can't activate stuff when you attack. Works out great. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus an Alexis Rhodes. I don't know why the KC Cup flips it at that screen. Pretty weird. But we're going second. Generally we want to go first with this deck, but we'll go second. Here our boy is, I think this is Vendred Shiranui or something. Starting with the Treacherous, that's really what you want to see, guys. He sets a monster. Top deck Triamid Pulse, use our Cruiser, set our traps, normal summon our Master. That gives our Cruiser search. We're going to throw away that Cruiser. Now we get a better search of a Sphinx, and we don't have to use Master to destroy that face down, but it is Shiranui. Get our King Golem for 2300. Now he's going to use Evolution, bring out his Revendred Slayer. We're not super scared of him. We're going to bring out our Fortress. That gives us a King Golem special summon. Now all he can do is target our boy, so we really didn't need to use that Treacherous. A little greedy to use that Treacherous there, because our Sphinx had him under control. When the Sphinx is on the field, that's the only card they can attack. They can't attack your other Triamid monsters. Get rid of that Fortress, add a Dancer to our hand with that Cruiser, normal summon, use that Cruiser effect, throw away that Hunter just to fuel our Triamid Pulse. Of course, Dancer throws a card back, and we just OTK him for 4500. Nothing too fancy, guys. Great stuff. Alright, Aster Phoenix versus Aster Phoenix. We don't know if we're on top or bottom on that one. Going first, he's using Blue Eyes and Taya Dark Magician Girl. Needle Ceiling. I always want to call it Needle Bug Ceiling, but there is a trap called Needle Bug. But anyway, use our Cruiser. Use our Hunter. Now we use the Cruiser effect, throw away Kingdom. Set our Needle Ceiling. We're already halfway there. Our boy does nothing and gives us another turn. We'll gladly take it. Cruiser over Cruiser gives us a Dancer. Normal summon that Dancer. Makes you use the Hunter effect, but it's not like we're going to utilize the double summon. Use Cruiser effect, throw away Cruiser. Send a Cruiser back to the deck. Raise our attack by 500. He hits us with a Sphere Boy and a regular boy of the Karibos. So we have to settle for 1100 damage. But like I said, Needlebug Ceiling, only one monster. All we have to do is switch out to our Fortress. But guess what? We are not going to be able to hit this boy. And he's going to Cosmic Cyclone our Needle Ceiling. It's not going to be a Cat Dancer, guys. It's going to be a Saber Dancer. Oh, no. I was totally wrong. It's a Cat Dancer. So we could have Needle Ceiling. We don't get to. But what we do get to do is search our Sphinx with that Cruiser thrown to the graveyard, so we don't care what this Cat Dancer does. We'll bring out our King Golem even. That way we're not going to take the effect damage it would normally hit us with. But it can't destroy a monster. It takes 2 swings. As soon as it does, though, it's over with the Sphinx. So here comes the Sphinx from the dead Dancer. Now all he can do is attack that 4500 monster, and he doesn't really want to. We get a Treacherous that is live. Swing over him with the King Golem. Sphinx, 4500 damage. This is going to end the duel one way or the other, guys. Absolutely crazy stuff. Alright, here's the Blue Eyes. We're going second. Looks like a huge Blue Eyes deck from there. 30 cards. Didn't show Ultimate Dragons or anything, though. Pretty interesting. Starts with a Raiden, sages that Raiden for a Blue Eyes. After doing a little bit of milling, I don't think he milled anything too crazy. So we have tons of monsters. We're going to use our Cruiser, use our Hunter. Hunter can give you an extra normal summon. We throw away another Cat Dancer with that Cruiser effect, keeping a field spell. Cruiser over Cruiser gives us a Sphinx Search. We sell that normal summon of our Dancer. Dancer is going to return one King Golem to the deck, raise our attacks, set our Trimid Pulse. We're ready for anything this boy's got. He hits us with the Alternative Evolution. So they're trying to destroy us. All we gotta do is bring out our Fortress, use the Dancer to do so. Plenty of cards to fuel our Trimid Pulse in the graveyard. Getting rid of that Cruiser gives us a search of a Master, so we're really just rolling here, guys. Summons Illumina, we chain our Trimid Pulse before she even gets to use her effect. Then we bring out a King Golem in this boy's battle phase. He chooses not to because he knows our big boy's coming, so we get rid of that King Golem with a Cruiser. That's going to give us a special summon of the Sphinx. You can't dodge the Sphinx. Hit over the Alternative Dragon. Hit him for exact lethal. How frustrating is that for that boy? Exact lethal. We could have done some Cat Dancer shenanigans, but I wanted to keep Trimid Pulse nice and live there. Works out great, guys. I was so blown away with how well this deck did. Super rogue deck. I'm sure people did absolutely fantastic with this deck out there at some means. I would have liked to run it from the beginning, honestly. I will admit. I was sleeping on Triamids. It's a very strong deck, guys. So if you love it, get that Sphinx. It's just one Sphinx. It makes the deck so much better. It's so crazy. This deck has been around for so long. You add one Sphinx, whole different ball game. Absolutely crazy stuff. So if you love Triamids, it's your lucky day. Keep running it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.